Hi Aquarius, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you could visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking a detailed analysis on your own personal charts and to how it is that the planets are going to be affecting you, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com for a personal consultation. Starting this month, I'm also introducing a small tarot snippet. Do watch out for it towards the end of the video. It would give you a gist as to how it is the month is as far as tarot is concerned, or you could also look at it as a tarot guidance for the month. So Aquarians, we begin the month, and March is pretty much a month of eclipses, and 6th March we have Mars that is coming and joining your house of friendships, and it is there conjuncting with Saturn. Now, when transit Mars is there in your house of friendships, you are driven to innovate, dream, and hope, and you take a totally different approach to situations and are more enthusiastic about ideas that are considered futuristic and strange. This is a good time for working in a group that holds the same briefs you do towards a common goal. Working in a group may be the only way you can accomplish anything during this transit. You can do good humanitarian work during this time and are quite busy with a packed social calendar. You dream more about your future, and what you ideally love to have happens. You can work more towards your dreams or those particular dreams that you have been chasing, and you have more energy and drive to be accomplishing those dreams as well. On the 6th as well, we have Mercury that is entering a part of your chart that has to do with money, and it speaks about your own earned money and also a sense of self-worth. And with Mercury coming and transiting here, you're going to be taking your time while making decisions. You don't want to rush into anything, no matter how soon the deadline will be there. And it's a time also, Aquarians, where you will have to work with others, and they could have a hard time sort of dealing with your slower approach. And you would be taking in information easily through experience and through your senses, and you remember sights, smells, tastes, and sounds. And you may want to purchase something that is that's a little splurge, and especially something electronic. And this is a good time to sit down with your budget and really get into the details of it to come up with a maybe a very detailed plan as of now, and get your finances in order. We have a new moon solar eclipse on the 9th, and this is aspecting a part of your chart. There again is highlighting your earned income, and it also speaks about a time wherein that you are going to be equating yourself with the kind of money that you're able to earn for yourself. And this particular house rules your disposable income, so money matters are quite highlighted. And a new moon or a solar eclipse in this house often signals a new opportunity or a strong desire to increase your income, or on the flip side, an opportunity to spend money, and necessarily not on day-to-day items. It could be a big ticket item, and if you have to spend money, just ensure that it's a necessity and it's not something that you're going to be regretting later. And be wary of impulse buying around this time, Aquarians. And if it's something that you really do need, then it's an excellent time to be buying it, and with little chance of a sort of buyer's remorse. So if you've got to make a big purchase, you know that you have to make it. Timing it could be more beneficial for you. And if you're looking to streamline and get your finances under control, this can be a good time to be doing that as well. Plan a budget and stick with it, Aquarians. This particular house, that's the second house, also rules your self-esteem. So you can see a positive increase in the way you feel about yourself if you choose to work on the personal growth needed to increase your sense of self-worth. You would want to be more in touch with your senses, so physical stimulation may be sought right now. That stimulation may be felt more intensely, and you may overindulge a bit. Around the 13th of March, we have Venus that is moving into a part of your chart that speaks about some amount of travel. It speaks about your siblings. It speaks about your community at large. It is, and the people around you. And it's really a time wherein that you are going to be seeking people who can stimulate your mind and connect with you on an intellectual level. And it's a time where you would be wanting someone who can carry a conversation with whatever interests you. and you may be attracted to more than one person during this time as well. This particular house, it's naturally ruled by Gemini, sign of duality. So there could be two people that sort of hold your interest. Or you could also meet someone in a short trip or through a sibling, neighbor, or online, or the person could be a writer, works with young people, or could be a community organizer. You may find pleasure around this time in communicating and engaging with other people, and you can find the right words to be saying when you need to. From the 21st, we have Sun that is coming again and highlighting this part of communication, house of communication for you. And your mind is going to be more active, you're going to be having more ideas and thoughts, and you want people to hear what you have to say. It's also a time, Aquarius, to be very social, and it can be a great time to be making connections as well. You want to stay busy and can take on many tasks, but usually try and take on smaller things that you can complete quickly. Otherwise you can have trouble with anything long term because your concentration isn't going to be that great, and you could be a little scatterbrained around this time. Try and keep your schedule packed, and it can be a good time to be making short trips as well. And it's a great time to be learning something new as well, even a language in fact. On the 23rd, we have a full moon lunar eclipse, and this is happening in your a part of your chart wherein it speaks about higher mind and consciousness, and you could feel more connected with your spirituality and growing more from a spiritual perspective, and realizing how your belief system affects who you are as a person could come about with this placement. If you find it affects you positively, you may explore it even further, dedicating your life even more to it. If you find it affects you negatively, you may scrap it all together and start fresh. The growth could instead be centered in your mind, and you could finish a program of study or even a writing project. Aquarians, around this time, there's a lot of focus on growing mentally, and it's a time also which is this entire mental growth can also lead to growing personally, and you may feel the connection between your mind and your spirit more strongly now. And if some of you are dealing with, if there's any legal dealing that is happening, there could be a complication, or it could end, and especially if it has been drawn out. And your view of the world may be something that you want to expand right now, forcing you to open yourself to new ideas and broadening your imagination. It's also a time wherein that you could feel absolutely that you may absolutely have to sort of open yourself up to newer things so that you can make and you can see greater progress, and you may even feel more open to just having fun, but usually in quite an adventurous way, or the one that allows you to learn something, and less on the fun of it just being a social without a purpose. The tarot card for you is it's a card which speaks about change. It's a card of upheaval. It's a card of Tower, and when this appears in normally and for you Aquarians, it's really asking what structures in my life are breaking up right now. So really, tarot is guiding, is asking that this month, no doubt, you will be already be very aware of where it is that turmoil is happening, and where it is that this entire chaos is happening, which part of your life it is happening. But it can be on a more subtle or subconscious level as well for you. And the most important aspect of this particular tarot card Tower is that with any upheaval comes clarity, and I think not just clarity, it is also creation. So this particular card, it's representing an awakening, and it is about inspiration, it's about freedom, it's about reality and the release from bondage. So therefore, somewhere this month, tarot is advising you, it's asking you, and the universe is asking you to break down the structures that you have surrounded yourself with. And this can be a painful and a difficult process if you insist against, or rather if you resist against the external forces that are pushing you to reveal more of yourself. Breaking through this pretense can cause some amount of, I would say, anguish as well. But remember that whether you like it or not, you have somewhat, some of you have reached those limits in this particular area, and it's no longer that things can exist in the same way that they did before. So once I think the tower of ego, deception, and illusion is destroyed, you are pretty much free to face the truth and reality without the trappings of false attachment. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Aquarians. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.